Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. E don done. E no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for wey you don help we for share this program. Yeah! God bless you.
DMT Entertainment.
We do this for Salone.
You say you save way from 2018 where you be the president. Friday and Sunday, the people and they pray for make you pay them there too. I say Marabio, the people and don't know say you they lie yo. I say Marabio, the people and don't know say you they thief oh. Now because of Fatima, you know the ruling country fine. Oh, in Fatima, DMT Entertainment.
We do this for Salone.
You say you save way from 2018 where you be the president. Friday and Sunday, the people and they pray for make you pay them there too. I say Marabio, the people and don't know say you they lie yo. I say Marabio, the people and don't know say you they thief oh. Now because of Fatima, you know the ruling country fine. Oh, in Fatima, he don't break the country down. Because of Fatima, he dey make the people suffer. In Fatima, hey. Now because of Fatima, you no day na the bone. Oh, in Fatima, he kill the bopuna. Now because of Fatima, oh pape take a key. Oh, in Fatima, I woulda walk and say we not this because of Fatima.
But Papa, why you know the rule we find? Mind you, not for save.
DMT Entertainment.
We do this for Salone.
You say you save way from 2018 where you be the president. Friday and Sunday, the people and they pray for make you pay them there too. I say Marabio, the people and don't know say you they lie yo. I say Marabio, the people and don't know say you they thief oh. Now because of Fatima, you know the ruling country fine. Oh, in Fatima, he don't break the country down. Because of Fatima, he dey make the people suffer. Oh, in Fatima, hey. Now because of Fatima, you no day na the bone. Oh, in Fatima, he kill the bopuna. Now because of Fatima, oh pape take a key. Oh, in Fatima, I woulda walk and say we not this because of Fatima.
But Papa, why you know the rule we find? Mind you, not for save we, you been signed. Every day you dey fly. And you left the people and pan cry. Go, why for be so? Now we been say yes, now we say no. The people and is gone if you don't know. 2023, you dey pack
I
go.
say Marabio, the people and don't know say you they lie yo. I say Marabio, the people and don't know say you they thief oh. Now because of Fatima, you know the ruling country fine. Oh, in Fatima, he don't break the country down. Because of Fatima, he dey make the people suffer. Oh, in Fatima, hey. Now because of Fatima, you no day na the bone. Oh, in Fatima, he kill the bopuna. Now because of Fatima, oh pape take a key. Oh, in Fatima, I woulda walk and say we not this because of Fatima. Marabio, see the pikin and they cry. Marabio, see the people and they die. Marabio, see education they die. Marabio, everybody just say Marabio. The people and don't know say you they lie yo. I say Marabio, the people and don't know say you they thief oh. Now because of Fatima, you know the ruling country fine. Oh, in Fatima, he don't break the country down. Because of Fatima, he dey make the people suffer. Oh, in Fatima, hey. Now because of Fatima, you no day na the bone. Oh, in Fatima, he kill the bopuna. Now because of Fatima. Fatima, oh papete come easy. Oh Fatima, now who can save we now this country? I say Marabio, the people they don't know say you they lie yo. I say Marabio, the people they don't know say you they thief oh. Now because of Fatima, oh Fatima, now because of.
So I encourage all Sierra Leoneans to join me to fight corruption. This is just the beginning.
We try as an organization see, okay, on the question of economic management of the resources, public finances, whether this government actually commit to corruption, and the pronouncement of the government, both in the manifesto before the Nkana power and then performance over this period of 3 years, whether exactly the public pronouncements match the actual performance.
And would you say the current fight against corruption has minimized corruption in your administration, or do you think you also have thieves in your administration?
I wouldn't call anybody I've appointed as thieves, but I would tell you for sure that now, if you have to steal, you must be very cautious. You know it is risky. You know if you are caught that the penalties can be quite rigid.
Where would I tell people that money comes from? The office of the First Lady is not part of a government institution. In Sierra Leone, I've been blessed that my husband actually got me my own office where I can wake up in the morning and go to work and come home so that we separate our home from office.
Where we publish, for example, the office of the First Lady saying that the office of the First Lady receives an illegal budgetary allocation of $3 million, the equivalent of $3 million in less than 3 years, the office of the First Lady the First Lady come out and say, yes, he received the money, and he begin to justify. So basically, there has never been any of the publications running up to almost a year now by the African Express in which any of these officials deny the authenticity of the publications. What they have been trying to do is to rationalize, or justify their action.
I spend my office, they spend money. They're not missing a corruption. If I spend 10 billion, they're not missing a corruption. The most important thing is I follow the procedure for make sure say, oh, my office, we get for us, if my office follow the procedure, forget the money. Where they spend the money, they account for them, and waiting a use of the office or anybody where they say they're accused of corruption, whether they use the money for the purpose for which they say. If all of them, because they say the office of the president use 10 billion, for we, because of Usawude, the money in himself is here for 10 billion, than at $1 million. But if you go elsewhere, you go see, say, me, if I dey travel today, not to be responsibility for buy me ticket or for get me plane or for I not get that money sir, for travel that way. Me na head of state of the Republic of Sierra Leone. The state they responsible for me travel and me stay where they go.
And the nationalization either for say this has been how they meet in the case of salaries they say to APC leper.
Excuse me, we have all been corrupt in this country. Sometimes people talk about corruption as if they are not being corrupt. What we have to recognize and acknowledge as a country is that it is not a single person that has been corrupt. It became a culture, and that culture, fighting against a culture, is not an easy fight. The opposition or those who talk about the wage bill, that we are not able to pay that small number. But we have been able to pay ours consistently since we came. We are dealing with a nation, so it is not the numbers. Are we taking teachers for the sake of taking teachers? No. Are we taking in nurses for the sake of taking in nurses? No. Human capital development is our flagship program, remember? And for us to deliver on that, especially the education aspect, we need teachers. Good teachers, well motivated. So we've had to increase their allowances by 10%. We've had to increase their salaries by another 30%. Same for the nurses. This is not money wasted.
Okay, but they forgot that they promised a departure from the old ways of doing things.
Now, would you feel say go pay the bill? When you want to let the world know who you are, when you want to let the world know what your country stand for, when you want to let the world know, say yes, you young government and the country where you dey under, the president where you dey under, that president, he believe in gender equality. You have to do something for make the world know. So yes, I use that money towards that because all them people and the way they for come to this country, somebody there for food and bill. Anytime another first lady invites me for going in country, now in they buy me ticket. Now in they buy me PA in ticket, he buy me security then ticket, he buy me media people then ticket. Now then can buy the ticket. So when then they come to me, the same thing applies. I buy them tickets. And when they come, now me they host them, now me call them in the country, I get for pay their hotel bill.
So when they say, for instance, the first lady in office spend whatever billions, the other question would be, whose side is spending? Now clothes you go buy, now house you go buy, now hotel you go buy. No, he spend them with picking at this country, and he don't account for them.
Under normal circumstances, they should not even audit the office of the first lady. They only audit offices, public offices,
right,
and offices that belong to the government of Sierra Leone.
Constitutionally recognized
Yes,
offices.
yes. And if there is any office that they gave government money that is not a recognized office of the government of Sierra Leone, instead of them auditing that office, they should simply ask the office to refund the money. So let us say Samuel has a company.
Right.
Do you want to say the Minister of Finance has the right to expend government money to your company when it is not part of the offices of the government of Sierra Leone? No. So the same applies with the office of the First Lady. So what the Auditor General and the Audit Service Sierra Leone should have done is just to ask the office to refund the money that was given. Instead of auditing you are wasting government resources to even go in further to audit office that should not be audited.
As long as you take money on behalf of the Sierra Leonean people, as long as you take public office and the attendance resources they give you, you subjected to public scrutiny. So nobody no come public for can intimidate anybody with regards accountability. Accountability na fundamental governance, na fundamental of democracy, na part and parcel. When you give me something on behalf of the Sierra Leonean people, I get right for can answer. Say that's the way you give me. Na so I do.
The Audit Service is one of the most respected state institutions in Sierra Leone, and you have said that it's your responsibility to hold your government accountable as much as the law allows them to. Do you feel sorry for the Auditor General for what she seems to be going through, which some say is harassment, for doing a good job, auditing your system?
Do you also pity me or my wife when they talk about her?
The Audit Service, you mean? About you and your wife?
No.
But I'm specific in terms of the audit.
You're talking about her now. You seem to be concerned about her. But you know what has been said about my person, my wife, and all of these people sitting here?
Maybe you are politicians, she is not.
Public officer. She is a public. When you step into that space, there is no more fence. You are open. They say everything and anything about you. You think my intervention is going to stop? No. Should I call it the accusation you're making? It's the same thing my wife tells me. They are telling me I'm a thief, I'm not this, and she cries and that. I say, I've been called worse names than that. But nobody called me to come here. I chose to come here. If you can't stand the heat, don't go to the kitchen.
You get something where the money are you. Now this week on Sierra Leone. Well, are you enjoying the give you the chance for make you blow your mind? Now the program called we are. For blow your mind, the truth you get for say, yeah.
And Unakabo. Well, of course, this now your channel. We are will bring you issues of the day, things that will happen inside Mama Salon, where we call we yard. Well, I always can say if they not blow, we self know the rest. How they bring them, that's what we talk about. But people we get so many things that they can talk today. This is not a discussion between we and Una. Never mind phone line or open, but this will talk now the comment section below. Family, and we all know the things them where they go on right now the country when we yard. I mean the things them where they go on wrong now we yard. Well, as them they go on, that one they know they wipe off, other one that they come more and more. It just sounds like when they say God don't pull on this government. So God they expose them in all the angle them. Things that we then self-lucky expects now in the common do where we until I know we almost long and we AC sharp as the enter the issue we can't talk the much. Well, family, we all know the Auditor General Tintantu where they go on right now with the government, and also we see the things that where they up right now, where you see small bubble, we're not even 18 years, if I'm not mistake. They play with copper where where you don't pull white yourself, not ever see it.
No, but well, I think say the Bobo don't join me in my team 101. You know, at Paupa, spend the cash, salon a farm, low we spend, you know, national cake. You understand what I mean, eh? This not free too. You just go the business number now.
Well, people go doubt. But what do you go like for ask people I don't know na your opinion. Fabulem, una no feel say na all of them things you make, then give the Auditor General indefinite suspension?
I don't think so, because my uncle na one person we been say they against wasteful spending. You know the reckless spending of the APC government. My uncle no dey para. But you say what thing?
Meditate and see. Don't open.
You know one thing? Them people are anytime when they struggle for defend certain things, them something just they come up from nowhere for expose them.
Well, now it make a start.
Wait, God, it's like say God not the try right now for real. God always they come up before we, as he can cover we. It can't be anywhere and expose we. No, you're not fair.
Well, I make a start my topic by saying a time like where God don't pull and under this particular government because things the way they say not expect now they come up for the day.
Well, I will tell you say this money where this bobo displays on a fake money.
Well, you will not display the mail. This now in launch, so when just in launch. Now you will show us the panic.
Anyway, like mother like son, like father like son. Remember waiting Joseph Sanobin say? Some of them people here, they know they put the money under their name them. And they put it under them picking and name them. You understand what I mean? Eh? For tomorrow and buy.
Of course.
You know, today, in as much as we want to go into this, as this body display or it they show off plenty thousands of foreign currencies, not to just one, not to one, not to one currency like for say go say na pounds, no more pounds, the dollars, come on, boy, I envy you, man. Oh my God, Solomon is sweet, man. Small boy like this, it really enjoy the money. Oh my God. So this make one time in there they say when they say but them picking they are all then for begin to pull them picture them for begin to show them let them know say them people and they do bad. I be say no waiting at the picking you parent kind thing there. But now I don't begin to say when you reach that in age you didn't know what is good and what is bad. This picking just do like what in mama can do. Remember what in mama tell we?
My mama say like attention. Now we come and the people
hold
that
on.
begin.
Hold on. You get from no say. No, wait. You really get from no say. Anytime you dey talk to that to me auntie. So you get for be very careful how you dey talk. You know that?
Yeah, Antina Shalat.
Hey, yeah. By where?
Maybe,
I not say you don't bab.
but of course,
So what you bab for? If
I
you say
pull
me
all
auntie-
the old
if you
ones.
say me auntie go call it for your faint for you.
And anyway, then the lad let's just left here. I don't talk.
But wait. Some thinking they own can grab no more. They do all kinds sort of things. Them wait, but for say me auntie, na bad luck na you get ba. Eh?
You auntie waiting?
For say na bad luck again.
The only thing is Shalat.
Okay. My auntie self-conscious of that. Listen this, yeah. Listen this me auntie Aleka. Oh.
This country are waiting all left now. Anything will happen at this country. Then they say na me Fatima. I must get bad luck. Oh. For say everything where they go wrong in this country and na me. Then I don't know, but I believe say God say for what they serve is a living God. He will fight in a battle.
Now for you.
I like you, monkey.
Send and go dog. For say me auntie, no, enough here. For say me auntie na bad lucky guy. All my muscle. All my muscle must pa. Anyway, today we want for carry you go back na the memory lane. You know, since we begin with the African Express and all. But one time in day, I be telling us I get for can bring on back this year soon. The first clip we play, you're waiting Fatima say you're eating caretaker CNT. But in case you missed that, let me bring to you another version of that thing day back where we been play at the top where we not been begin talk it. Yeah, let me bring to you another version of this one where caretaker Biodi say he don't account for the money waiting where then gam where he use. But if you just join me, please not forget for hit the like button. And also you can so much excited with the program so much that you can forget for like. But please, the like button where we see they go up now they make we they get more zeal as we they talk with they bring more evidence back up to waiting with the talking. So please hit for the like button, share and leave your comments down in the comment section. We just the batonomo, the one way they moderate the comment section there, especially in our YouTube. Okay, let me just listen this one quick here. When me uncle be try for defend me auntie.
I know one day, will not see me they defend anybody because they say corrupt.
No.
But at the same time, we're not going to use corruption charges now for also smear the character of very good people.
Good people.
We don't make the your mark in the world. But I not even remember on any occasion. Because if you say somebody, my office, they don't accuse me for corruption. Me, I not they respond to frivolous claims there. If you not bring the proof, say, Mother Bio take salon money, you go put it in my pocket, you go do this, you go do that. And now they even respond. Now that make when I can say another talk. Because for me, now a waste of time. So why I take issue with this? Because when you sit on a national radio and make that sort of say me don't defend, which is not correct, I think we need to set the record straight.
As we set the record straight, now let me go to some reports where some local organization do. Outside they say your office of the Chief Minister, Parliament, and Office of the First Lady, according to the African Express, all day in corruption practice. Where they see the allegation and they as president, outside they accuse a whole presidency with documents on all over social media. How you can take her first of all?
Well, now they mistake this way when I can do when all they do. And I don't listen to this station severally. I spend my office to spend money. They're not missing a corruption. If I spend 10 billion, they're not missing a corruption. The most important thing is I follow the procedure for make sure say, oh, my office, we get for us, if my office follow the procedure, forget the money. Where they spend the money, they account for them, and waiting a use of the office or anybody where they say they're accused of corruption, whether they use the money for the purpose for which they say. If all of them, they know because they say the office of the president use 10 billion, for we, because of Usa, the money in himself is here for 10 billion, than at $1 million. But if you go elsewhere, you go see, say, me, if I travel today, not to my responsibility for buy me ticket or for get me plane or for Spain, I not get that money so for travel that way. Me, the head of state of the Republic of Sierra Leone, the state, they're responsible for me travel and me stay where they go. So when they say, for instance, the first lady in office spend whatever billions, the other question for me, who side is spending? Now clothes you go buy, now house you go buy, now hotel you go buy, No, he spend them per we picking them at this country, and he don't account for them.
DMT Entertainment.
We do this for Salone.
You say the same way from 2018 where you be the president. Friday and Sunday, the people in they pray for make you pay them there too. I say Marabio, the people in don't know say you they lie yo. I say Marabio, the people in don't know say you they thief oh. Now because of Fatima, you know the ruling country fine. Oh in Fatima, he don't break the country because of Fatima. He they make the people suffer in Fatima. Hey, now because of Fatima, you no day na the bone. Oh in Fatima, he kill the bopuna. Now because of Fatima, oh pape take and kill. Oh in Fatima, I wouldn't walk and say we na this because of Fatima.
But Pape, why you know the rule we find? Mind you, not for slavery, you been signed. Every day you they fly, and you left the people and pan cry. Bro, why for be so? Now we been say yes, now we say no. The people and this gone if you don't know. 2023, you they pack
I
go.
say Marabio, the people and don't know say you they lie yo. I say Marabio, the people and don't know say you they thief oh. Now because of Fatima, you know the ruling country fine. Oh in Fatima, he don't break the country down. Because of Fatima, he they make the people suffer. Oh in Fatima, hey, now because of Fatima, you have no day na the bone. Oh in Fatima, he kill the bopuna. Now because of Fatima, oh pape take and kill. Oh in Fatima, I wouldn't walk and say we na this because of Fatima. Marabio, see the picking and they cry. Marabio, see the people and they die. Marabio, see education they die. Marabio, everybody just say Marabio. The people and don't know say you they lie yo. I say Marabio, the people and don't know say you they thief oh. Now because of Fatima, you know the ruling country fine. Oh in Fatima, he don't break the country down. Because of Fatima, he they make the people suffer in Fatima. Hey, now because of Fatima, you have no day na the bone. Oh in Fatima, he kill the bopuna. Now because of Fatima, oh pape take and eat. Oh in Fatima, now who the who can save we na this country? I say Marabio, the people and don't know say you they lie yo. I say Marabio, the people and don't know say you they thief oh. Now because of Fatima. Not because of Fatima.
Of course, me fambul this na end happen. We don't play a video. Usai Fatima come and talk. Say the things them where they happen, or most of the things that where they happen at Salone, then they say na Fatima. How they know they call you name? How you name know they appear? Me fambul them now the same people and this way come and say in with Iman because me no say. The caretaker know they do something on you, and they do under the hard voice of this woman, we caretaker on ton mumu. So for anything where we caretaker come and talk, me no say na a command from this woman. Yeah? This same woman, now they mean come in, man, talk about other people they say that they thief. Where we no be no say, or some of we be no say that why the thief pass a rata or grumpik or squirrel, then wire. Now the same people them come, they come and allow other people them thief. For anything with them thief, where they waste one commoner do, waiting that they do, then they go attack opposition for pull people the attention from their own thief where they happen. The same first lady, you know, this woman, it just sound like, I don't know, I don't know. Now only God know why make this man go take somebody where evil like this bring them now this nation. Where it be said the things them under this woman in first lady business, the things themselves right now where they happen now this country famulem, it not ever happen in the history of Mama Salon. You know, certain things they may be God I can talk behind the camera. I can tell I say me man, even the too much blood business accident the way they happen right now we had. Me I not ever see them ever. This woman are evil, you know, hide again. Even we young brother when the caretaker. Honestly speaking, not to the man that be so be sabi, not to the soldier so be sabi, not to the action man that be so sabi. This woman don't want to this man don't put outside there for put time. Right now, we on brother, when we on salon brother, don't turn remote control. And as you don't turn a remote control, now so in don't is not tiki one for tip salon couple, go with him. This now example. See in Peking, this Peking not to we not to caretaker, Naster Pekin. Now, most of the money the way this woman the thief, it will go under this Pekin in him. Who knows tomorrow if power left we your brother because in as much as we try to criticize we your brother, still now we your salon brother. This woman we know in history, we know the people away he don't deal with, we know the people away don't dupe before ever come into your brother. Who knows tomorrow power left this brother? Well, waiting in your situation, how situation will be, how status will be with this woman. We don't know this woman the intention. If you check right now, most of the accounts them, they're not even in him. They're not even in a caretaker in him. He don't go bond, but who before you come into caretaker. All them picking right now under the name Salon Couple they go. Babala thief then they happen. But you get the hungry, big, full supporters them. Look small about they display money like this. Then they come back to social media for can't defend. Where you don't can't defend. For even buy a cup of rice for what it eat and in family, it not get them. I can always tell now say, as people that they describe this government and the one the way they be as educated fools them. Now so you get a pauper die at full supporters them when not care about themselves. Don't forget about the country. Yeah? Because if you did not get him for it, you they defend some of them things there. Waiting you they defend. Waiting for can't talk about this money. See small but they display different currency them. Where you there you angry, but you they come with idleness back for can't defend. This all for sure you say them people that they can put this country down. Them people that they can put me and you can suffer tomorrow because if government change any other government the way they come the gap where they meet for try to them begin to attack the issues that they it not get for easy. And this now the people that will come and say, then they can block the leakages, where they not can open big Mediterranean Sea, where we not even know how them people that before they come on power, who and go left this country. Now na see, because we're not even 20 years yet, the time on where they display on social media. Now provoking they can provoke we as citizens them, and they can provoke we as Sierra Leoneans them, but the big fool one them and the senseless one them. This not they come na the aid. Waiting they come na the aid na the color green. Waiting they come na the aid na tribal issues them they come na the aid. They know they think about themselves. If you not think about yourself, I can always say, think about you pick where don't born na this country. Waiting go be tomorrow, but not to you again because me and you not go they go so. But we picking the world they born. If them people are one great government like this, a set of people because I always say this, not to all SLPP they in support of this nonsense where they go on at the country. But a set of these powerful people, just they dupe this country, then they put it down and drain the nation.
If that be the case, I go and follow you correct, Sunday. Instead of you say the power, just say the SLPP not support, but the power then they support. Simple. Yeah. Because I think say the one where the rule right on a pauper, the SLPP then they.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's what I say. Not to all SLPP support, but the power part, this is a cross-section of SLPP. You get other one who will not support, but they not get much for talk because this man he don't turn dictator na their own party. And at the same dictatorship, he want bring na the country. When you talk, they only then go put you side for put you. When you talk, see a leak video, I don't know me brother, that just itself.
You say na the same he want bring or na the same he don't bring?
No, of course.
Yeah, he don't bring idea, they exist, he live with we.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And as I tell about the senseless people, I tell you for free, one leak video before they sit on where somebody just send me, who say one big man, where it be say, if that one then I'm daddy, I already tell you, I don't disown him. If that one then I'm daddy, Alpha Saidu. Now, one part of people, now, I don't know in picking them, when they see Alpha Saidu, they defend Mother Bill, how in picking them they feel, how in people they take them saying a serious papa that one day. Somebody, if you don't come and crucify, today they can't say Hosanna because then they put money in your account. Who say they defend the suspension of the the Auditor General, sorry, they defend Alpha Saidu of all. We don't tell you who that's not Mother Bill, we don't tell you the intention of Mother Bill for we as citizens. Today they can't defend. Now a leak video, it is on social media right now.
Yeah. Oh, my brother. It's like say the bad way bad. Now for the thing just they come out. Now sometimes I defend anyway. I not just want to come out and talk. I want to come out and display certain things then. Now it make I really go into the archive, you know, for find the particular section inside the audit report of 2019. You know why I can't put this? Or I want to put this? Because we all lawyers Mother Bill don't talk just no say. Caretaker don't talk just no say the audit the money where they accuse in wealth say it take in wealth don't account for them. So I want for you can tell me this not some of the reason them we make the Auditor General right now as it face see well I don't want to say this face serious pressure because as far as that woman concerned in repetition is don't take with them. You know, he believe himself, you know, it's done on top of in game. But the bottom line now, the ordinary people we they suffer, but we're not gonna say we they suffer indirectly because this now we money we they talk about. This now the way how people they misuse we money we they talk about. So if some of them things they are so they under pressure right now, then some of the institutions so we go say now the last institution or the last head standing because not to the institution, at the person. Yeah, the last head standing. If na in any pressure so right now because of the your reason them, then na a very big problem. We need for look into some of them things in there. And we go really like for come out and explain to you some of the things them where they go on. So you say safe, we're able to see and understand whose angle where we always they come out from. So now the reason this we make I go really come up. I no go relent. I defend them until I get them for bring and come up to now. For the USSF see and understand waiting with the try for talk about office of the yes almost there. So you go understand some of them things there. But in the meantime, I no go dodge this particular thing because I go one for let you understand waiting the inside this. Yeah, let you see how much Fatima, the caretaker in wife, how much a account for that millions or billions of loans where it take. How much it account for? You remember waiting anti-corruption been said the other time? Anti-corruption commission come and say because of this woman don't take plenty money. Let we look back how we been talek in the last government, 11 years into the last government, yeah? Then go tell them come, they not see anything, and then come back and tell we say, well, we don't watch both. Now we know say them they give the other money, and this self then get money. So now let we send and go now the control mechanism. That is to say, them money they always don't take and not be understand how for use them and all. Public office now they talk about so and not be understand how we for use them and all. Even when the Auditor General don't tell we bit by bit. Now that make I really want to come up with the Auditor General in for the USSF who able to see. The Auditor General can bit by bit and explain to we waiting as all the things them where this particular they find out with regards when they go and audit the office of Fatima, the office of the First Lady, when they go for audit them, then find out say he not get any record of the plenty billions, even then one them where he say he pay for. Where he talk na that video just no say I pay for I mean the first lady where invite other first lady them for come na yaso for come all of them one and day we not able for see anything. Once say anything, and not able for account for anything to go show.
Me brother, not cut you word. You know they expect Fatima be for accounts for them people there because all that way they just use them for let get more ways them for thief money and put them who say one for put them. Because we get to understand is that some of them people there now they buy tickets for themselves, but he come and claim say that he buy tickets for them. So he used that platform there for get more way for thief. But at the same people that come and call other people that say that they thief, where they not thiefy.
Well, now the reason this way make I want follow we see. Because sometimes they follow just the talk without any evidence, now wasted effort. Because now that thing that you will see somebody will come out and say, but because let's tell you something again. We will come into that one pretty soon. Yeah? Let you hear waiting this government they talk. How they want to see the office of the Attorney General. They want to see them as one credible office. So in other words, then they simply try to tell you say this office not credible because of some of them things they are so where they come up with. But not to me talk out, Keke Thomas Sandy, if some of you follow them this afternoon, una go hear exactly what he say. But we go come to the one day for let you set self here and from ion self mot. And then you go begin see some of the reason them why this woman then they try for put them under pressure. This woman, why they want for dent in career, why they want for dent in image. These are some of the things them way we try for talk about. Sorry if I not the watch to the camera. I try for fan for now this particular thing where I go bring out to now. We long time family members there we don't follow for long time. We don't see them one time we don't come up with them. But we go let for come up with that again. Let USSF see and understand waiting with the try for talk. But in the meantime, if I'm not able to see them, let we move. I will still defend them whilst we go to another issue, yeah? For make not to take on a time on this one issue. So from there, I will turn it back. Let me go quick one and see inside this same Auditor General in your report what we be talk about, yeah? Let you hear waiting and Francis Gabidon, yeah? The lawyer been get for say, and then waiting Keke Thomas Sandy. ICSF been get for say with regards this whole situation where we dey under so right now. So in the meantime, if that be the case, let me relax more bit and listen to this particular, watch them properly when they come back just now.
So yes, I think this is the due process. The position of the Auditor General is similar to that of a judge of the Superior Courts. That is, they're in the same status and they follow the same process, Section 137 of the Constitution of Sierra Leone. And I think what the President has done is to fire the first shot, which is to suspend. That's the first, yes. So in fact, he has not done anything. From what I know, I don't think he's done anything apart from that. You have to suspend. Then after you suspend, then of course, the Law Officers Department will try to convene a tribunal, the chairman and two other officers. It's similar to what they do for judges. We had some years ago, 3 judges who were suspended, and very similar procedure. They're all in the same boat. I don't think there's been any, I mean, I might be wrong, but all I know is that it's only been a suspension. I don't know if there's been anything else.
Okay, let me read for you what Basita Michael posted on Twitter. She said, any legal suspension or investigation of the Auditor General must follow the following procedure as set out in the Constitution. 1, the Judicial and Legal Service Commission must represent to the President that the question of removing the Auditor General ought to be investigated. 2, thereafter, the President acting in consultation with the JLSC shall appoint a tribunal consisting of 3 members. 3, the tribunal must present its findings to the President and recommend to the President whether the AG ought to be removed from office. 4, after the question of her removal has been referred to the tribunal as set up by the Constitution, then and only then may the President suspend the Auditor General from performing the functions of her office, and such suspension shall cease to have effect if the tribunal recommends to the President that the Auditor General ought not to be removed from office. And she concluded by saying, therefore, any suspension outside the confines of the above provisions of the Constitution is in breach of the Constitution, and any tribunal set up by the AG is illegal.
I don't know. I doubt whether she's right. I think you should have invited her. You see, I know Basita very well, very clever lawyer. I taught her at law school, although now I think she's now on her own. I don't think there's been anything wrong. Whether the president suspends her now, or suspend them now, or suspend them about the time when the tribunal is being set up, the due process is now commencing. If they had commenced with the tribunal, I would have taken issue of it. But the first step is to suspend, because so that will give the tribunal time to start, and nobody will be able to interfere with the tribunal. It will have a clean slate. Well, she's saying that the tribunal should start, and after it's been convened, then you have the suspension. Possibly, but I don't know whether any harm has been done. I think it's still not part of due process. That's the way I see it.
What are the issues? And I'm very happy that obviously you have Lawyer Gabidon here, who has got enormous experience in the law. So I think he has addressed the issues by the law. Firstly, when we came to office, we met Sierra Leone on the fight against corruption and for accountability. When the MCC scored us 49%, 3 years down the line, the recent scorecard that came, we have 83%, which means for the very first time, we are above countries like Nigeria, Ghana, Uganda, Kenya, and loads of it. It means that President, as the guardian of the constitutional fountain of honor, because of his commitment to accountability and transparency, he would not do anything or take any decision that will reverse this process. That's one. Secondly, the Audit Service alone is a public institution led by public officials. Whilst we recognize that in the exercise of their functions and their duties, they should not be subjected to any control by any personal authority, when allegations are being lodged, are being made, I think the President has the responsibility to use the processes spelled out in the Constitution for those allegations to be inquired into. And I think that is the important thing. It's because at the end of the day, what we need, you and I, what we need is to have Audit Service as an institution, which obviously is very credible, is above board, is also above allegations which have been made. And even for the Auditor General and a deputy as well, I think it's both proper if allegations come forward, they have an opportunity for them to defend themselves or for them to respond to those allegations.
What are the allegations? So not the tribunal itself. Okay. What are the allegations?
So if you are listening to me, Fibian, I first said to Lamgana, these allegations, we're not going to comment on them because by law, it is prejudicial to the tribunal. And even the rights to access...
Hold on, I really don't understand. I really don't understand.
Okay.
How can't the public understand that a public officer is being suspended for investigation and the public cannot understand
what she's investigating
what she did?
Yes. The reason because the moment those allegations you subject them, okay, or you comment on them, or you make them publicly discussed, they become prejudicial to the outcome of the tribunal. But let me also follow. That's why I said I am here with the law. If you go to the Rights to Access Information Act 2013, Section 18, and I read for you, the duty to disclose information shall not apply if or to the extent that compliance with Section 2 would or could reasonably be expected to cause serious prejudice to A, the investigation and detection of crime, B, the apprehension and protection of and prosecution of offenders, or C, matters that are sub judice. So these are matters that are sub judice because they are going to be before a tribunal. And therefore, by law, we are not permitted to comment on these matters.
Agreeing with you on that, Yusuf, we're not asking you what are the evidences held against them. What we're asking is, what are they investigated for? Is it misappropriation of the funds that were allocated to the institution for running costs, or is it the new, because again we've learned that The 2020 Auditor General's report was just few days or weeks from being released before the suspension. Is it the content of that 2020 Auditor General's report, which I am aware must have circulated to the government because they send out these things before it's been made public? Is it the content of the 2020 Auditor General's report that she's being investigated for, or is it misappropriation of the funds allocated to the institution? What is it exactly?
Okay, so let me answer your question directly.
Because remember,
so
let me land on that. So remember, the Auditor General, the President, and all of you put together work for the people of Sierra Leone. Therefore, you are answerable to the people of Sierra Leone. 7 million population ought to know what is going on, what's the investigation process about, so that way we begin to use our senses to put our thoughts together. And yes, during the tribunal, evidences can come forward. We're not asking for evidences, we're asking to know what's the direction of the investigation. Is it too much?
It's not too much. I keep answering your question. You probably don't seem to understand what I'm saying.
So is it about 2020 Auditor General's report or about misappropriation of funds?
So let me answer your question. There are allegations of misconduct and lack of professional practice. Those are what generally she's going to be inquired into by the tribunal. What I would not do, so in as much as we have a duty, that's why I quoted for you the right to access information, which gives us duty to inform the public about what is happening. It is this same law that stipulates in section 18 that where that information will cause serious prejudice on the mark of the sub-judicial, we should not disclose this information. The point I am making is that the fact that I am here, you subjecting me to questioning, I'm responding to you. It means we respect the people of Sierra Leone, we respect the public, and we believe that at the end of the day, what we all need, Fibian, Lambranale, Gabidon, myself, the president, what we all need is to have a audit institution which is very credible, which is above allegations, and have people who lead those that particular public institution, people who, when allegations have been made, they have an opportunity for them to respond to it, and it's been inquired to it by a tribunal. I think that's the important thing.
Keketoma, is this about the content of the report Phoebe mentioned? Is it about what it entails? That if these complaints have been coming, why not suspend the Auditor General and our deputy before now? Why wait just weeks to the release of the report? Is it about the government is concerned or worried about the content of it?
We are not worried. I mean, why can you be worried if?
But if these complaints have been coming in, why not take this action before now?
No, but you don't. So the timing of when you suspend somebody will depend on who is making the suspension. What I will say to you very authoritatively, it has nothing to do with audit reports, any rumors or speculations. I think it's just politics. And that is why the reason I'm here to make sure that these are processes that we should not subject to rumors.
But isn't the timing also a concern, especially when she's been there supervising this work that should be released in December? It's not too long. How can you just remove her and a deputy who've been doing this work? Well, they're not in picture of what is happening again.
Well, everybody can raise concern about anything. That is their right. What we are clear about, there are two things. Firstly, are there allegations being made of misconduct which obviously warrants for them to be inquired into? Yes. Have we followed the law? Yes. Because the reason is that...
Are you not concerned about the timing?
No, I'm not concerned about the timing.
I just gave you an example. Yeah, this is the Auditor General who supervised the institution. They've done a report that is to be released soon. And she's out of the picture. She's not there. And the deputy is not there again. And who knows how the content will be.
But if allegations are made, if allegations are made,
but according to
these are allegations,
according to a statement, according to you, these are complaints that have been coming in. Why wait until few weeks or so to the release of the report and suspend the Auditor General who've supervised this work since January to this time and about to release the document.
But that's what I'm saying to you. If allegations have been made and they reach a particular threshold where obviously we think that is important because of the credibility of the institution, that those allegations should be inquired into by a tribunal, I think it's the proper and right thing for us to do. So is to make sure that they are inquired into.
So the government could not allow the Auditor General to release this report and afterwards subdue her to a tribunal and investigation. Are you concerned? Is a suspension connected to the content of the report that is about to be released?
No. A suspension has nothing to do with report. Like I said to you, there have been allegations which are made, and those allegations that have reached a threshold where it's believed, obviously, that because of the allegations, the seriousness of them, it's important that they should be inquired into. What the president has done is to follow the law.
Quickly, Phoebe, before you comment, how could we disassociate or disconnect, the release of the report few weeks from now to the suspension of the Auditor General?
Because as far as I'm concerned, you don't know what is in the report. So for you to even connect the report to a suspension, as far as I'm concerned, I think probably it's just a presupposition.
No sound. Somebody, they say no sound. No sound.
Well, thank you. That is too. Oh yeah. Very sorry about that. Waiting a bit they try for saying. In this whole thing, we don't hear waiting, the ombudsman, well, not the ombudsman right now, the former ombudsman, where at the same time a senior lawyer, he begin for say the caretaker they use the right method, for make sure say then go about this whole thing. That is to say, then for suspend and they recommend for open case, where you go say, then the open case for look into the whole thing. Okay? So now that's basically, so as far as they're concerned, as by law, they're right for do that. But now this thing gets plenty elements to them. That is to say, question they come up say, waiting na the reason. The press secretary say they're not going to give the reason because they don't want for prejudice, they don't want for jump before the court, they don't want for drawing conclusion, or they don't want for preempt, or they don't want for lead the courts to the way how then go want for let it go. So it prefer not for say. But if you listen keenly, it try for tell you say the reason now because of professional misconduct or non-professional misconduct. They're not even sure whether this woman they act on the right path or they act on the contrary to waiting the law give a mandate for do. So it's either then they try for play with your minds them or na a deliberate act for delay certain things. You understand? And when they talk about delay certain things, of course, we talk about the audit report. Though it try for tell me say, this not get anything for do with the audit report. Me and you know say that is a very big lie because it gets everything for do with the audit report. Why I say so? from the very first time, when this woman pulled the 2019 report, everybody from the supporters, them take go up to the caretaker. Everybody not been pleased with the action. So then be actually become very hard on this woman. So the other thing we then try for doing, the financial secretary, yes, when I call himself, it be actually come out and talk say this woman don't go contrary to waiting a mandate they say. That is to say, you remember when the caretaker come, he say, let's make one pot. Now we take all the money, we put on one side. When me say, if we want for the pull the money, we go know almost they go, almost they come. Then this woman say, okay, now the same one write letter say, no, una no did it. But at one point in time, they write back say, no, you did it. Before this time when the party be sweet, and say, you know did it. But when the party don't begin sour, then say, you did it. You do understand what I try for say? Now, they say, if I put in money, but this woman, they get way, because they not get all the money, the government not the finance them all. The all in running cost, no, the government not in the game. So this woman, they get small from the government. Well, I don't see this woman. The audit service, they get small from the government, and then the balance they come up from how they were able to get money. And how then they get money? Then they do other work them, other audit work from other audits from them. Where then they pay them. When then they pay them this money, then they use them for do other things them. So this money, when they come, when they use for do other running cost them, now in this government say it's supposed for go inside one pot. Where you go say a single treasury account. That's one couple account, that country account. Then say if you go inside it. So now the finance secretary been done all. So they all now been done, they go on, use law against law. You know we law them, eh? This law will say this, the other time, this other law say this, then they talk about the same thing. You understand? So now this case don't serious. But the question now, why this case being so serious? And now this not the thing where I've been defend all along, where I will project to you now for the USFC. Now, look at this. Before that day, let me play for you this thing again. Let you remember yourself of waiting, you know, be don't happen. Let you get understanding about waiting with the try for talk, yeah? And then we go inside this particular thing. In the meantime, let me go back and listen to waiting caretaker been say, yeah? When they come back.
I know one day, will not see me they defend anybody because they say corrupt. But at the same time, we know the purpose for which they say. If all of them they know because elsewhere, you go see say, me, if I dey travel today, not to my responsibility for buy me ticket or for get of the Republic of Sierra Leone, they state they're responsible for me travel and first lady in office spend go. So when they say, for instance,
okay, so now this point, I want, sorry that I be the Jack. Now this point, I be really want for you listen, yeah? Where it talk about the first lady, because now inside the audit reports where they can go now, so let you understand proper one waiting they happen. Listen to this where they talk about the first lady.
The first lady in office spend whatever billions. The other question for be, who side is spending? Now close you go by, now house you go by, now hotel you go by, No, he spend them power with picking them at this country. And he don't account for them.
Okay, now this no more about you listen here. Listen here, if the aid rotting, everything they rotting. This now the caretaker where they talk about. He say the money where the first lady take them and he spend them for the picking them na the country. Not what they tapo, he say waiting and he don't account for them. Now let me go back inside the audit report. Because the audit report now the legal documents and the way they tell you whether they don't account for this thing they take or not. When you spend, you for talk how you spend them. Let me go now into the audit report and prove we caretaker right of waiting. He say, now, look at this thing. They say, page 434 of the 2019 audit report. Then say cash book not maintained by the office of the First Lady for 2018 and 2019. Bible, reduce your volume. Thank you. So now we get this now, yeah? Then say cash book not maintained. Where did it say cash book not maintained? That means say they not get. If they been get, for example, if I take notes, if I listen to this, I take note of all the things there, where I done, I keep them. That means say it's still there, I maintain them. Even if it don't full up, I keep them and maintain them. But in the case of Usai, where I done, I take them at throw them, I not maintain them. So when mean say anything so far where they inside this book after, I not care, I don't know better again. Now let we go waiting it say. It say serious internal control weaknesses were identified in the management of funds allocated to the office, mainly due to the lack of competent personnel in the finance division. Let me continue. For instance, they failed to maintain a cash book and as a result could not reconcile. Basically, when they say reconcile, they're not able for put together. They're not able for make the all day one side. You understand? They're not able for, they say, could not reconcile their transaction with their bank for the financial year 2018 and 19. What did he try for say? They not maintain the cash book now one. Because they don't maintain the cash book, they're not able for put all the couple of them where they don't spend now one side. We get for do with bank account and any other couple. Okay? Let me continue. Or, listen, or produce a set of financial statements. Not to just the cash book they not get to. They not get no financial statement. That is to say, like for example, you get receipts and other things, no financial statement or no sign no go the way you say, okay, this I be give this money to this, or the time I been do answer of our girls, I been invite 10 first lady or 2 first lady, I spend for them this, I put this, and not able to forget any of that kind of thing they at all. Let me continue for read. Then say this resulted in the inability of the office of the first lady to manage. When they say inability, I'm not able for manage their financial resources efficiently and effectively in accordance. Let make you get them. They're not able to get all of them things that they for sure say this is serious office business than they pan. Take note of that. Let continue for you. Let go down quickly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's give small space and let's take look at them for make sure it's correct. Good. All right. Then say with section 14 of the PFM, I think this is now the Public Financial Management Act 2016. We recommend that competent officers be recruited in the finance department and a cash book be produced for both 2018 and 2019 financial year. Now, this is not the problem. In as much as they're not able to get a cash book for show how they use money, almost money they get and all of them things in there, the according to the Public Financial Management Act of 2016, the audit service say, auditor generally say, they recommend for let them get sober finance person or sober finance department at the office of the First Lady, we go able for put together the record. And now they not say go both case, so it say for put together the record for 2018 and 2019 financial year. Now, let me see waiting at the official response to this. The Secretary to the President stated that the department requested, the document requested have been obtained and are ready for inspection. So basically, it try for say so the office now of the president don't reply to audit service say, okay, the document they want to request for, we don't able for put them together. Yeah, and it ready now for loan go and inspect them. Then audit service or the auditor go back, then go watch them things then they. Let we hear waiting the auditor general be right say because this now based on waiting the caretaker say now we dey try for merge. Yeah, wait I mean we dey try for compare them to put them together and compare them to where they can say now school compare in contracts. Look at them, the difference, the similarity and the whatever. Okay, let's go now and see. Then say during our verifications, this now audit service don't go back after where they don't say we don't put it together to now say oh no one case audit service go. Now let we listen what they say. Then say during our verification of the management response, that's that response where they say, yeah, above we observed that there was no, underline that 2-letter word there was no evidence that cash books were prepared for 2018 and 2019. So in as much as they don't make big man business or big woman business and say, we don't put together the things that we want to say, now then go back and watch and say, we not get no evidence for sure say we not prepare cash book for this year under review, 2018 and 2019. Okay? So now let me go back waiting and say. He said, we therefore concluded that the current personnel in the finance department of the office of the First Lady are not, take note, are not competent to manage the resources of the office efficiently and effectively. It means say the one where they put say now the finance officer where they get not able to do the work better one. So let them find sober person. So now look this and listen very well. Caretaker, I'm not going to come up behind me uncle today. No, I'm not going to come up behind him. Yeah? Please, let me just listen and back quicker and please and prove me wrong with all waiting at the same.
I know one day, will not see me they defend anybody. Republic of Sierra Leone. The state they responsible for me travel and me stay where they go. So when they say, for instance, the First Lady in office spend whatever billions, the other question for me, who side is spending? Now close you go by, now house you go by, now hotel you go by, No, he spend them power with picking them at this country, and he don't account for them.
Okay, so now that's not what I want. You see the caretaker, he say he not defend anybody, and the First Lady in West don't account for that money where he use and he spend them, but they picking them inside the country. Well now, go to a conclusion for yourself. The audit report, the caretaker, I don't want to say lie, but who that not they talk to? Who that they defend corruption? Drop a comment down for me in the comment section. We go gladly for you, for me. I don't gladly now that I don't get them. I don't serve my conscience well. Please hit for with the like button. Yeah, share this program and make sure say you left a comment down. Thank you very much. I know say plenty of people who watch the program, but you don't like the program, mates. Please hit for the like button and give me 200 likes now, please. Yes, me brother. I think say this particular part of the caretaker in what?
I know one day. Now close you go by, now house you go by, now hotel you go by, No,
for drop.
He spend them power with picking them at
the comment section, but caretaker they lie. Your uncle they lie. Okay, your uncle, me, if even he say come make you can eat, I dey wait for make you open the pan, and even he open that pan, I see rest inside it for it. I dey wait let him take first put na mouth because until the rest will they rot see. Now the kind uncle you get. You know, one thing I always they say, this man just too petty by the way where he can come out and attack issues, by the way where he can come out and answer questions. You know, they ever defend somebody, but corruption. But if they say, First Lady take money, make them ask first the people that if you go use them for buy clothes. Are you kidding me? Is that how a caretaker they talk to people?
But wait, if they ask you about your employee, instead of you talk about your employee, bring your FK inside, what do you expect more than that?
That show how petty he is. Now, I can tell you, say your uncle petty and lie. Although the Nyamudor or the Woka other side, but that thing back what they call common sense. I don't know if your uncle even gets. I don't say not get, but I don't know if he gets.
My uncle in Nyamudor.
You uncle are not. He really confused. He really confused. You know, one thing, but leadership. When you don't fail, you don't fail. You get to accept, say you don't fail. And this man don't fail we. This, you not come by I again, you not come by politics again, you not come by party. Honestly speaking, I feel say the SLPP, if they be allow other people to go and contest for this position, so tell not for those how this today, we not for the gumbo kind gumbo. But this man don't fail because the intention where he carry with is different with the intention where a leader supposed to carry with a country. So at the end of the day, we not for expect nothing. The only intention where this man carry out for can't for money and fly in a country the way he not be get an opportunity for reaching another country the day. And he make sure for he get in list. He get in list. Who say all he wants
to wait. Then say any good husband stand by a wife for defend them every day. You know that? Hold on. Hold on, I'll play something.
This government every week they get explanation. Every week something they happen, we pass them can explain. It is tell people and they fed up with the explanation. And that is what we are doing now.
Okay, so you know me other family. People, you know, somebody they will really like this particular clip. You know, but I ask you a question and then you're not able to say anything. Now, true or a lie?
No, let people help me answer. This is choke me.
Hey, my uncle a good husband.
This is choke me.
How a woman don't put on a public, they go and back, a defender.
Common sense no day. Common sense no day. Because they see black, so they can't call them white in front of people away where they hide them open. Anyway.
Okay. Arun Samura, thank you very much. Arun, you also, I think say we responsibilities if we kick and small. Plenty people in the way we can call where they work on work so much as we call them. But we will begin to talk to see different people, not for anything, but just for check on, you know, how they do and all. But I know so now they do well. For now each to now not vex, please. Now because of the workload, really plenty that make. But anyway, we love Una also so much. Thank you very much, Arun Samura. Thank you very much. You don't give me $10. Thank you. Yes, so we go back. Now, if we don't get this, I think while we move small bit and go now, we find out, say, you know, say, when you ready for go or come out inside we add, you get a fee where you pay, then say for do test, and see? Well, this fee, then they pay them every single passenger where they go in and out. But the one them where they before, pan this fight, they know they cry. Not till today they don't begin cry. From where this whole thing begin, everything in they cry. If they're not older than 4 months, then they older than 10 months. If they're not older than 7 months, then they older. Then just they make them people here they cry every other day. Every other day, then people here they cry. Wow, something don't get missing. Every other day, then people here they cry. But before, as I defend the health worker they own, something they will catch up with my attention, where I go like for una listen quick. And this are the plan because of my brother. I ask him a question with regards how me if my uncle a good husband or not, you know, but he not be able to answer. So let me listen this one from my auntie. Or they come back just now. Let's answer that question there, yeah? And how a man can ragbala.
You know, I talk to him about a lot of stuff. When I think something is not right, I tell him. Doesn't mean because I tell him he does anything about it or he change anything about it. But my job is to make sure I tell him, just for tomorrow. I'll remind him and say, well, didn't I tell you? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, I am not looking for a favor. I'm not looking for him to do me any favor. I mean, you know, I'm not thinking of him increasing my salary. I don't get paid for what I do. If I sit at the back and discuss with him, and then we agree on the issues, and then I go out there. So it's always me and him in agreement before I actually go out. In 24 hours, there's one time that he had no choice but to listen. When you're in that bedroom, that is your own office. That's the woman's office. You make use of your office. That is when he had to listen.
You sound like he listened to you more than Sierra Leoneans.
No, you just, I mean, it's your office. Your husband leaves the house in the morning, go to work and spend the whole day, sometimes half of the night there. When he comes home, the least he can do is listen to him. He listens more and talk less. Sometimes he don't talk at all.
What do you think now?
They bring them to now for reminder now. All thing them, but we can just bring them for reminder now. Until that step don't hear, we think it happen at us. Well, when auntie say he can talk to Jemepe or Gulu, but certain things the way they go on wrong. But the man decided for be stubborn and not they listen. But who knows if he said just the talk and for cover up on the interview where he did part.
No, I mean, I not say it tell him. You know what? One thing I like where he talk. He say he can talk to Ramo now for tomorrow. Let no go say just now and not can talk. What? That means say tomorrow most of them things that can happen so it talk. But in case of something happen tomorrow, Jen it escape and say, "Brab, and tell you until nobody listen to me." Your own business.
This just bring me to waiting I talk before this wire come. I tell people say, who knows tomorrow where power left this man out and this woman go there. Now some of the evidence they don't begin display so. Then the person power don't begin defend himself say for tomorrow. This is not just evidence that whenever something happen tomorrow, this is here for deny caretaker Biolek. I don't know how for talk and say. But since we all, brother, in coward and the common sense not to be up there.
No, but wait.
You know,
I think say you know other one. You know see how the man be the dance? That's in London. Now, was it London? Yes. No. Yes, London. You know see how be the dance? Well, that's in the will be the go school, primary school, and we will get one book and one song we can say. Drum beat bata, me dance gumbe, the teacher get lotty, the pencil get sharp more. I think that's so the man be the dance that end.
Anyway, this is a problem. You know, sometimes we can laugh for make we ease to stress them, but this is really mourner. It really mourner. But for me, I know say Imona, as we try for put one or two things together for can't play you something way, it they make you weak, it they discourage you because as my brother be giving you a tip off, their money away that they pay for tests, but still people where they go out there, people who they left their family then tonight, people who they left them picking them, go do this work. Then still they grumble, but now here we they see small baba, we're not even reach 20 or 19 years old.
No, we're not 18 years
old. They display with couple like people are not the suffer now we had.
Anyway, I think say allow the boy for flex. Let me join with brother and sister then when are the frontline worker them. As then self be the dance on a dance. Okay, then be the strike for sake of the money. Now me small brother and MB the dance. Anyway, we come back just now.
It's not the strike they go on right now. But only 800,000 away the kind of airports. Money not there for pay COVID. Can you imagine? All the money they come in. 800 where you go, 500 where you go. 800 way they come, 500 way they go. And special court this New England field. COVID workers, they all don't tower. And she they work on
12 morning time. What me reach ready democracy say? Workman them, where the effects the corona sick na the country, where the office then a special court bill in New Englandville, the strike. This make I been left all waiting at the do. Take me time and reach na the office. And this na be the situation where I meet. With them particular voice here and action where I meet them Wokmaya they do, show say something they we not correct. This make I be ask them Wokmaya, waiting at the reason, Usai then say for over 6 to 7 months now, then they work, they not get pay.
We allowances away there for Giwi. It don't exceed to 7 months. We there with the work. The 7 months we don't they cry out to they go round table. They tell we say when I go to this authority, we talk. They tell we say when I go to this other authority, they say in a minister of finance don't disburse money. It's when I go so minister of finance, but when I go to army, they tell you say they don't disburse money. So all of them things and then we don't they do complete 7 months. We know they get not here. We get families say we they work. People the way they are to we they depend after God, they sustain them. We they work no more, we know they get nothing.
We interest you for no say over 6-7 months now, they need a pay. And the agreement say on weekly basis. So we self take up on we self, we be done they meet authorities and at the end of the day nothing. And we decide say no, enough is enough.
They always sit on our office, they do nothing. They see the bank there, then they receive payments every month. They will at the front liners then where they work every day. Somebody come out as fast as what allow the car here. Then they get in money, which is very bad.
The Wokmaya carry on say if they not get 5 months pay out of the 7 months where they get for pay them, work not the carry on.
Let me corruption done at this country also. Take go. If they not pay we, if we not receive any alerts now phones them, we need a work now also. So now the people that will get for travel, go meet them at the offices them. Let them go meet them and then give them the COVID result.
They don't tell we don't they strike. Any strike or we strike they can't then talk to we work. But this one this trip we mean we not get for work, we they wait till them pay we till we get we alert.
Are you go the 7 months you work then they pay you, then you go trust to your neighbor. The way they ask, they say now then they work for Corona. Say to the end where they go give you up to 5 months money, we can okay with that. You don't get limitation to what we strike. Say we just they strike 1 day or 2 days. No, we they continue the strike until we see the alerts then come now with phone. Not to say now, we know the party will talk again.
The District COVID-19 Response Center within a special court building New Englandville. Now one where people can use for do Corona test if you want for travel or if you want for know your status. During this strike, people we don't pay them money, no me able to do them tests. This make I be ask them how they feel.
As per arrangement, I can't do the test because I don't apply the last term, I don't pay. And my tickets are already cut. The situation is rather unfortunate because my tickets are already cut. And I sure this no go make let me cancel. They are not only responsible for this now the government are responsible. Very serious because we don't pay for service, the service we pay for, able get time, go feel fine.
We go to airports, if you not present that paper, they no pass. This thing too shameful. I feel disappointment for myself and even the one the way they work and the one the way now foreign people the way they can and we continue. I go sound really well. That we say one progress for go before the one fight corruption. Now this kind of way.
After then Consania, I've been called the spokesperson at NACOVAC, Solomon Jamiru, where assure me say he go answer to some of the question them where the Wokmaya gets. But to the term where I put these reports together and not be able to answer to me call. But Radio Democracy go continue for update the public on waiting governments don't put in place for tap the problem where the Wokmaya the face. For the Society for Radio Democracy, Mina Usman Kamara, the report.
Yeah, COVID test. Man don't say no way pass them pay them 7 months. So the question all man they ask what they do the 800,000 when you they drop na airport every 10 when you come and then when you they go 500,000. So this is the big.
Well, now in the happen now we are presently as we the talk. I've been telling you, Jishno, say, we dey try for put things them together for play you this video where you self they watch them for yourself. This now a video where you don't watch them, it's too sorry for them with family. You know, this now the people them waiting up tranga one for fet this sick, this bad sick, where they say we get now we are. But now the people in this today where they protest, now the people in this way the neighbor then they laugh. Now the people in this now then they go trust to the neighbor them. They say no, we know they trust you because now they work for COVID-19 because money they did. But when they see whose side we brothers and sisters, they including foreigners them for entering the country, you they pay 800,000, sorry, and for come out they pay 500. Who side all them money are they go? Whose accounts this money they go? We don't know. But they were in an office, then they smile. Now here we see a deputy minister come publicly and tell we see the money where they receive from NACOVAC, it boku pass in government salary. They ask them, say because it work for them. Waiting at the work where you they work for them, past them people where they go front the bad secure. Now some of the things that this work you compare sometimes where people in the class we out not there. Now here we see the former regime, modern people have said that they can't block their own loopholes them or the leakages them. Now here we see Ebola come. People eat the benefits, no system eats them benefits. Now they will see so not bill us, so not be buy land, so not able put in Pekina College. Yes, they go out. They're exposed to the virus. And they make sure for make them happy because then they go reach their life. But here is a government where the people when they go no side and then they benefit. The person where they go attack the sick. Now we don't play on the back videos them today. But there's some people where they go out for this one great sick here. Vehicle not even there for them. Transportation not there for them. Accommodation not there for them. When they see who side and they get and they go to snap them and go tick. Excuse me. When they see who side and they train us from villages them. Even Okada money not there, then they work at the end of the day, then they come back and strike. When you come and strike, what next this government they do, then they make lists. Waiting and do when are the bad things where they affect you right now. When somebody then I will keep place because of a rights, a protest. Now this government they go and sack them people there. If they don't sack people, make what they on social media not expose them. What did they do? Then they set you up for you case at that office day. Where that case they drag you say go with you, who say you not expect for go. This not the government who dance for. This not the government who they argue for. This not the government who they boast for. This not the government who they make noise for. But you when they do all the things there, you forget for no say you not like this government. You not even like the country.
Okay, so you've been just to talk about the deputy minister of finance, right?
Of course.
Been to take plenty pay for work we not they do, right?
Yes.
Please, you know, when you talk that word there, you know, I inside my mind that imagine say if me not the viewers there, if not me not family members, I would just say, Bible, you're lying. How you go talk that word there? How it possible for let you take 2 salary inside the country? So I don't want not a question for you, but let me just send this back. Let me listen to the deputy minister SSF. We'll come back just now.
Yes, they pay me my regular salary as a minister, deputy minister of finance. And I get additional allowances. So risk allowance for my exposure.
So your allowance, for example, you get a NACOVAC, it pass the pay we get as deputy minister and Ministry of Finance.
I go say yes. Yeah, I go
so
say
yes. So
yes.
the risk we involve you work, for example, when an office work for coordinate.
It's not office work.
What's not the risk we involve now you work?
It's not only office work. Okay, it's a special dispensation. Where your work is an emergency. Okay, you're working relatively full time without stop.
So what's the risk we involved in that?
It's a risk of loss of life, of contacting COVID, and in the process loss of life.
But not to you to do testing, for example, not to you to go out to the people in a quarantine.
You are directly, everybody working in NACOVAC is directly exposed to the entire risk of COVID-19. Okay, like many other persons actually. So this is deemed a special emergency operation where we don't value people that we sacrifice for they on the front line that way. That's why I can give you more information about this. Government even decide for cover all the 11,000 plus healthcare workers with a health insurance scheme in case in the process of carrying out their work, any of them get affected. All 11, not only the one that were directly involved in
The
COVID.
reason why Abiwale explained the risk we involve na union work, for example, because like how my co-presenter be asked earlier, we all see during the response of this same pandemic, the healthcare worker them, when at the frontline worker, the issues be done they come off, them not being satisfied with the allowance within the get. Then if we they get on our way, like not they directly with the people we get the virus, they see increase of payments even compared to it when again a government work a pass them as allowance, then the one they when at the frontline workers and get concerned. Now that's make we be one for know the risk where they are around your work, for example, compared to person waiting at the field where like they do test.
The risk of the persons, every individual where they work na NACOVAC, is huge. Yeah, for risk of contacting the virus and then losing your life. It's there. That's the primary foundation of the assessment of risk. And then plus, people that within the strategic team, where they put them brain trust into advising and on the technical issues that we'll go for take as advisory for respond to the pandemic. I mean, I must say, even up to the result that we don't get as a country at this point, we assess as a low-risk country. Is a result of that kind of strategic advisory. Or get technically and for make sure say people learn word of the population of the risk of contacting the virus.
Bible.
Shembe Pierre.
Bible.
Shembe Pierre.
Bible.
Shembe Pierre.
I must start calling.
You called 3 times.
You see this guy in Bab where he back conky? They're very wicked. Very, very wicked. You did not office, then buy SUV for you. You dey get 2 times salary from the consolidated fund. When a corruption in column.
Na Toyota Prado, not to SUV.
Well, Prado, well, SUV, not the same. With AC, all not the same. Very, very wicked. You don't sit on an AC motor car, they pass up and down. You say for strategize self, na the office, na risk you dey exposed to the my brother and sister, then they suffer. Really, they suffer. Sometimes the God can slow for attack. Hey God.
So, the talk where I talk, people don't watch the video. Una prove it wrong in the comment section below. Somebody where they see on AC the banger, now in the talk about risk so for working on NACOVAC. Now the one day where they go facing the people that where they say they affected by this COVID, the corona sick, where they say we get now we are there and the doctors them. We sister we bother them where they go out when they send for go facing 30 days from all this COVID starts. Now grumble 30 day salary problem. Well, soon you go see back the Minister of Misinformation where he face people one boki and they can't talk. Big full talk them for cover up.
You don't notice say even this Auditor General in talk cannot talk. The man then a waiting list for go.
Who's that go?
A boss part information. The man then a the waiting list for go.
Who's that they go? Say that they change and put another switch side.
They go wait. You know, say na long bench. Now the team, you know, he gets sub, he get the one day with the play active player. They go na
I want to see them because now so they put for my chief minister. They put a minister of fly enjoy. They bring minister of observing Boku money. They bring a chief minister. So I want to see.
But the life just, I don't understand. It just too, you know, inside Riyadh, you get young people them, where they not work code and say they're idle. Where they work code, then same people here back where they say the youth they're idle. Now the same one they treat them and they give them money where they work for. What's kind of thing this? These tears will get money. Even the airport, when I'm there, they work directly for. Every day people in the go and come. Every day. Elect a small flight, it must come. For the day they must get elect na 10 or 20. Calculate that, you know, 10 or 20, 800,000.
Now wickedness. Not to
800,000
nothing.
for days.
Now wickedness, my brother.
Yes, inside a month, almost of them will get. Wicked. Then they eat plenty money. Not to me talk, they are big. And one just only person come. The man in self talks, then they get 2 times salary. 2 times. Anyway, then they put on a bank. Then they reserve them. And they reserve them. You can see something they find they cut out them. You know,
Campaign time they come. Which you expect? Now then same money they want can use for full one them. You know? So right now, all man they keep you on. Whether they receive tiki salary, goes to workers them, money they go now in pocket. Then they keep the money for can full one them.
Anyway, we've been played for our music where inside there we get one video where the trend right now when the video of Fatima and Pekin. You know, the reason why we decide to come with Fatima issue because of this money when Pekin they spend and they show off now the social media. You know, waiting seem for be I think WhatsApp status. Because you know Fatima really get plenty money right now. The plenty billions of loans where it don't take for sake of this answer for our girls, the private account and all of them things and the access to a treasury account, all of them things and they don't make a filthy rich. So in Pekin just show we not to half we call land itself. It just show we in launch as my brother say. In launch where they send for him for the month. How it then get the launch where he waiting. But for God's sake, I not say oversee because it's Bobo know the one right now. Oversee, you watch the coat we wear, no? Now something
of course.
Like, yeah, now coats and they wear then with
a jacket, yeah.
Yeah. So oversee, you know the worker with plenty money like that one day. If for them a bank. So tell me something. For certain people here, they put some money in a briefcase or Samsonite, then can go left and this picking their house. Where they know they get any access to bank, then just they take when and now they want for take them. Because even now oversee, where you want for spend money, you get certain amount where you know they able for take. So then picking the one for spend like crazy. So before that, because of the no one for let them get by hey, I want to go take me money, I'm not able. So then decide say, okay, keep this money in your house. So this bobo just take all in lunch where they game, where they be go. Remember say they just come all London, eh?
Mm-hmm.
How they get all in lunch. Now you just take and so you make TikTok or you make WhatsApp, whatever, like your mama. You begin the money spending. I'm a legal money hustler. They purchaser. But it's not a legal money hustler.
Well, they say mama born me a fee by you.
Nobody know for vex.
You know, mama born me a fee by you. But anyway, I would like to tell you, sister, I've been plenty thanky before they come into that deep one. As it don't send for we $50. Plenty thanks to you, sister admin.
Why me not say you go see? You got collect money.
He hates money. You see, I won your own.
Oh,
me not see
before
they
tell you.
Don't see.
Join with team. Let us say begin spend cash and so, you make big bluff na social media with big.
Plenty thanks to you, sister. God bless. So as I be talk, Mama born me a fee by you.
Nobody know the vex.
You know one thing, and Papa born me, you know get common sense. So then they all combine together. Because if really common sense, they not to Mama born me a fee by you at this crucial time where everybody eyes them open for see what you una they do, whether good or bad, not to the extent that they una picking them or una step picking them for they come and make this kind of rudeness. But one thing we God don't pull and pan people them, na so it can always happen. What you know they expect na in the happen. As I start with statement, I tell you I say. Now the small one I see, so this people boy are in launch, where they just away. Me what I say, they doubt oversee, they're not allowed for take back money in the bank. Yes, indeed. But you know, there you fambule where they can as diplomats. And diplomats, they're not to all kind check where you the common man they pass through, then they pass through. So they get access for put some of them on there and then briefcase them and enter with them now the country the way they go. So that just matter of what you talk, but boy, are you only not going in a bank for go begin to line an ATM machine or any other machine. You know? But now here we don't play you a video who said the health workers them, they cry up to now. From all these fights beginning, they cry. Now here other people and then at the various departments them, then they protest about the salaries. Now here you see some man team for itself no day. I know they talk about the big fool one the way no get team for it, but they can't argue senselessly for them people there. Now here you they see price control. Now wahala, things they just inflate, everything just they go up. Now the same year you they see the things them where them promise we up to now wahala, bridge, break bakery, other things them. Airport, this, that, na problem. Because if we all leader really get common sense, some of them money where they tip, they go and waste through. 1 + 1 are 2. Them money they put them in this country. I feel still not for the gumbo like how the gumbo should elect today. But when you meet a selfish leader and he deal with selfish followers, them Biena, when do they think the country first? When do they think the people of the country first? Now so always it be. Why would not they take them money and pay with health workers them? Civil servants in a various places, working place them, they cry. Salah, you know, the small bubble like this. They can't provoke. We say, if he asks you, go now, but go boss. And so now they cry softness, una look me the front with money. And that money are not to say ki a take a bio and he woman suffer for her. We all know that people are in condition when this man don't get this power it. We can bring you pictures, we can bring you videos, we can bring you the dress where this caretaker be. Go to crepe them because I know they call them sneaker. Where you call crepe sneaker? Where you call crepe sneaker, meaning again looks. And the suits themselves, what if they wear, me know they call them suits, I call them jackets. What you call suits, then a decent coat and tie. But we been see the condition of them people they have for before them kind of power. Now today, the wicked way, and then they send begin when I even not to Salom Lord self. So tell my care take a you go say better now go around our sister. But this they go higher. Fatima Bio they give money to MP. You know, sometimes they where ex-woman was supporting ex-husband, they pass her through the picking. So this is a clear picture. Say right now, all we reach is they go to this woman, the ex-husband them. Because I take 10 get picking from them now, so they supply me money to them picking, and then picking they take this money, then they supply it to them papa them. Don't me and you and Saloma know they think. We know they think twice. We did a social media, they talk bogo. Food for itself, you know, get. Other person, they can't take money, go to him papa, and papa go develop in country. This now the first lady one at the knack chest for. Because Baba like the same kind of money and officer we use again, papa.
No,
they push them.
You do. I know what you do after. This one are jealous. Kind of team are jealous. I beg. When jealous, they are knocking the power. Then our team Paupa will survive big time. They are big. I'll just play this music before we can leave una for today and go rest. Let's just listen to this music quick one, and then when they come back, yeah. This is now one old time music. Yeah? Inside they watch the bubble, I they fly, I they deal with the money. Yeah, not just listen and quick one. When they come back, just now because of Fatima. Now because of Fatima.
DMT Entertainment.
We do this for Salone.
You say the same way from 2018 when you be the president. Friday and Sunday, the people and they pray for make you pay them there too. I say Marabio, the people and don't know say you they lie yo. I say Marabio, the people and don't know say you they thief oh. Now because of Fatima, you know the rule the country fine. For in Fatima, he don't break the country down. Because of Fatima, he they make the people so. For in Fatima, hey. Now because of Fatima, you have no day na the bone. Fatima, he kill the bokuna. Now because of Fatima, Opa Pete can kill. For in Fatima, I woulda who can save we now. This because of Fatima.
But Papa, why you know the rule we find? Mind you, not for save we, you been signed. Every day you they fly, and you left the people and pan cry. Go, wine for peace so. Now we been say yes, now we say no. The people and this gone if you don't know. 2023 you they pack
I
go.
say Marabio, the people and don't know say you they lie yo. I say Marabio, the people and don't know say you they thief oh. Now because of Fatima, you know the rule the country fine. For in Fatima, he don't break the country down. Because of Fatima, he they make the people so. For in Fatima, hey. Now because of Fatima, you have no day na the bone. For in Fatima, he kill the bokuna. Now because of Fatima, Opa Pete can kill. For in Fatima, I woulda who can save we now. That's because of Fatima. Marabio, see the pikin and they cry. Marabio, see the people and they die. Marabio.
Unprofessional step, you know, for this music and talk. But please hit for the like button. Hit the like button so we will know say you really appreciate them. When the music done, we will come and continue.
The people and don't know say you the thief oh. Now because of Fatima, you know the rule the country fine. For in Fatima, he don't break the country down. Because of Fatima, he they make the people so. For in Fatima, hey. Now because of Fatima, you have no day na the bone. For in Fatima, he kill the bokuna. Now because of Fatima, Opa Pete can eat. For in Fatima, now who the who can save we now this country? I say Marabio, the people and don't know say you they lie yo. I say Marabio, the people and don't know say you they thief oh. Now because of Fatima, for in Fatima, now because of Fatima.
This now the level of provocation what they tell you now. Some of them videos here, they put them together for make you the senseless supporter where they come and talk you slush. For let you see waiting really they happen. Every day and then people they provoke with, then they dance because they know waiting then they part. And other people and the dancers I tell you, Fatima gets so many picky that with different papa. Then papa they all right now. They say they make party because they don't bust for matches. They all they eat Salomon right now freely because Fatima no one pass and through for make caretaker be no faint. Now if they pass and through them picking and say go give them. But I bet you caretaker be this again for left you like we fly the left shore. For go meet it never store them money at in X there. The one the way leg pass you because we sabi the history we know. But anyway, now here we take 10 left on today. Because if you say
maybe we need 50 more likes, just 50 more likes. Please hit for the like button. Thank you very much to all you and all like, share, comment. I know say plenty of you watch again still. We still need you for giving 50 no more, just 50. No, they ask for much because we get like 351 where they watch right now. So please just give me 50 on top of the 203 likes. Please just give me 50 more. Thank you very much. Thank you to everybody. Can I tell you something about Facebook right now? They're on top of the game, yeah. Facebook gets about 292 reaction here. Then get 350 where they watch, and 139, shares. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And as well, me Famolem as well, Obaya. Thank you very much on YouTube. Thank you very much. Just give me 50 likes. Thank you. Yes, me brother. Mother be you see the picking and they cry. Mother be you see the
But when I tell you say mother be okay about anybody in cry.
I'm for put food on the table.
The nyamu dodo.
We will fair work for do. But again, we say we will fair work for do. Go fair work then they pay we.
No, who this idleness will choose. As long as an idleness will get something for do the country. These all don't choose and so we choose and take.
I don't care about myself again. Me, I don't sacrifice. Not to the end they talk. The one way they work right now na Kovac. Then say people in
Sister, you know they left you with the music. I know you like them because my boyfriend.
Hold on.
Sister, he said I'll play the music sweet. You don't say not for every boyfriend talk.
Yeah, it don't fall for right now back. Fresh one. But if Fatima catch this.
Plenty, thank you to now always come and watch the program, share, like, comment, Facebook. We tell you plenty, thank you. Of course, now with family members in our Facebook, that's just I don't know. But now so, as long as we stand for the truth, we know say, you will hate yourself. One day, you must see what they try for tell you and come back to Bible and Shembepi and say, no, I will cost you no more, but I'm sorry. Now the facts una the talk. So far, so good. Me na Bible come from the north. As soon as see the warrior, don't go refresh back and come for more stands. Warrior where they fetch battle, you they retreat, you advance. So bullets, no they put it on. Until we meet again tomorrow, another beautiful program inside the same channel. Tata, Lord stay blessed, and I love you all.
Thank you very much. Thank you to the one them we don't add some small business inside we pause. We appreciate you now. Thank you very much. And we want to tell thank you very much to, well, I don't know if we for call a name, but he say anything we choose for doing. Oh my God, I don't know if the name, but if you tell me again, say anything. Okay, Annalisa, send for we something. We appreciate you through MoneyGram. Thank you very much. We appreciate and so much. Especially when you touch on that last area, when you tell me about yourself. You make her feel touched. You make her feel, say, you really lay down with we, you appreciate we so much. Even with the kind way how you say, but the status, but yet still you go out. Because by right, yeah, we supposed for pull them back from whatever they get and say, okay, yeah, go. But you say, no, I ready for una, I love una, I want for help una, so I dey give una this. We appreciate you so much. Certain term then they not to the amount we post in Guinea important. In some cases, not the term or under the circumstance in which you decide for give this amount. Now, very, very important. And honestly, that touched me a lot. It touched the team so much. Even Bible, when I explain them, Bible become very much emotional because you really show we say you really appreciate we. We appreciate you again so much. I'll tell you for real, the amount where you give, you not go compare them to anybody where they give you $1,000, £1,000, whatever. In like that amount the way you give, you see them say because now that you say now a small thing, ma'am, that one not small. It come out from your heart. You bless we from your heart. We appreciate them so much. We not ever take time, for talk and tell somebody thank you this much. Look right now as we talk, we get somebody will give $50, $10, but we just tell them thank you and go. But honestly, we appreciate you in particular, Annalisa. Thank you very much. I don't know if Bible gets something for say.
Well, just for say thank you. When you tell me about the money, and Annalisa able to tell me who that it be, I get the way I feel. But not so. In life, you get people where they sacrifice for something, no matter the situation, then they go through, or the situation, then they on. But I just want to add for tell them thank you. We appreciate them that couple day. As he say, na a choken. when we take them for be bigger than anything else we don't receive now this channel. Plenty thank you, and we hope they carry on with the courage where you get, and may God give you more way for courage yourself and feel say yourself belong in a society. Thank you very much.
God bless you. God bless everybody who don't contribute to his channel. We love you all so much. Amana too na Facebook. You don't tell good night so much, but you're not able for go. And Kunku the force are now for go. Anyway, I think we all tell you again good night and left now together with una all. But they tell you left now with this song. Mother be you see the picking and they cry. Mother be
sister where they you know. Mother be you about the song in the bed. You know say they call it for the guy.
They not made like mother. All right, we love you all so much. We get to ourselves a wonderful morning, afternoon, and night. Okay, love to we all. One love to we country Sierra Leone. Let God continue for bless we country Sierra Leone. Direct we leader because one gain they able for destroy we country. Yeah, so then go do better for we. Until we meet again in another edition of a program, we are. My name is Sembe Pierre, the Freedom Fighter.
DMT Entertainment.
We do this for Salone.
You say you save way from 2018 where you be the president. Friday and Sunday, the people in they pray for make you pay them there too. I say Marabio, the people in don't know say you they lie yo. I say Marabio, the people in don't know say you they thief oh. Now because of Fatima, you know the ruling country fine. Oh, in Fatima, he don't break the country down. So Fatima, he they make the people suffer. In Fatima, hey. Now because of Fatima, you no day na the bone. Oh, in Fatima, he kill the bopuna. Now because of Fatima, oh pape take a key. Oh, in Fatima, I wouldn't walk and say we na this because of Fatima.
But Pape, why you know the rule we find? Mind you, not for slavery, you be signed. Every day you they fly. And you left the people and pan cry. Go, wine for peace so. Now we been say yes, now we say no. The people and is gone if you don't know. 2023 you they pack
I
go.
say Marabio, the people and don't know say you they lie yo. I say Marabio, the people and don't know say you they thief oh. Now because of Fatima, you know the ruling country fine. Oh, in Fatima, he don't break the country down. So Fatima, he they make the people suffer. Oh, in Fatima, hey. Now because of Fatima, you have no day na the bone. Oh, in Fatima, he kill the bopuna. Now because of Fatima, oh pape take a key. Oh, in Fatima, I wouldn't walk and say we not because of Fatima. Marabio, see the picking and they cry. Marabio, see the people and they die. Marabio, see education they die. Marabio, everybody just say Marabio. The people and don't know say you they lie yo. I say Marabio, the people and don't know say you they thief oh. Now because of Fatima, you know the ruling country fine. Oh, in Fatima, he don't break the country down. So Fatima, he they make the people suffer. Oh, in Fatima, hey. Now because of Fatima, you have no day na the bone. Oh, in Fatima, he kill the bopuna. Now because of Fatima, oh pape take am in. Oh, in Fatima, now who the book and save we na this country. I say Marabio, the people and don't know say you they lie yo. I say Marabio, the people and don't know say you they thief oh. Now because of Fatima, oh in Fatima.
Yes, subscribe. You always dey watch we program them, but you not subscribe yet to the channel. All wetin you get for do, press this red subscribe button, and then you come over here and press this bell. To the bell option, press this one with all. E don done. E no get for cost you anything. When you do this, na sign for show say you dey support we for make we do more. Thank you for we don help we for share this program. Yeah, God bless you.